What's going on, everybody? My name is Matthew Gonzalez, and welcome to a brand new episode of a show that I like to call Reasons to Live. In essence, this is a show dedicated specifically towards all of you out there watching this who struggle with suicidal thoughts, just like I once did myself, to remind you that there are dozens, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, decillions, infinite reasons why you, yes you, should choose life. Now, the topic of today's episode is a fun one, and that's getting to go to the arcade. Now, getting to go to the arcade with your friends or just by yourself can be one of the most fun things you can do in an afternoon's work or worth of time. Yes, it doesn't necessarily accomplish something like you might be looking to achieve, but what it can serve as a fun distraction, a fun moment, a fun day, a fun evening, a fun afternoon, a fun morning. Fun times to get your mind off of the negativity, you know what I mean? Between you and me, one of my favorite places in the absolute world to visit is Dave & Buster's. Yes, I know it's cheap. The games are kind of a bit rigged so they can increase profit margins, but I don't care because I have fun playing them, and it could be the same for you. So consider going out for the afternoon with your friends or just you to your local arcade, spending some time there. It can be a nice way to get your mind off of things. Me personally, you could be like me and win some rubber duckies. Yeah. There's Quackers, Green Lantern Duck, and this duck. Anyway, have fun. Get your mind off things. Do what it is that you enjoy. And even if it doesn't really seem like a major reason to live, as long as this brings you entertainment, fulfillment, joy, that's really all that matters, isn't it, guys? Now, before we get going, I would like to have a quick little 1v1 word with you, if that's alright. Now, down in the link in the description below, I put 5 mental health resources that you can use. Put the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, the Crisis Text Line, Trevor Project, the Trans Lifeline, and the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Now, I know it can be very intimidating to reach out to something like this and talk to someone in detail about what you're feeling or what you've gone through. And unfortunately, those numbers might be just that to you, numbers. So here's what I suggest. On top of putting their respective numbers, I also included links to their web pages so you can do some digging on them. Check out things such as their FAQ pages, see what they're about. Get some knowledge, get some insight. Knowledge is power in any situation. So, you could, theoretically, figure out what happens before you call, even before you call, you know what I'm saying? That does a good job of getting rid of the myths and stereotypes that prevent a lot of us from getting help. Don't get me wrong, reaching out for help is still a scary thing. It scared the hell out of me when I first did it, but it was worth it in the end for me. I know it can be worth it for you. Before I go, please click the first link in the description below. That will take you to an article by BuzzFeed News that explains in detail what happens when you reach out to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline or the Crisis Text Line. It does a great job of just scraping away, getting rid of those stereotypes that have come to become a roadblock for a lot of you, including me. Remember, knowledge is power, but more importantly, you're strong enough to reach out for help. I know this is a tough, confusing, and intimidating time, but I know you're strong enough to get through it, my friend. I hope my little ramblings today were able to help you in any way possible. My name is Matthew Gonzalez, and remember, there's always a reason to smile.